I don't know if I ever told you about this. I was profiled when I was in college. And I had a traumatic incident happen with law enforcement.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of your favorite show, Puppy Patrol. It is very unusual scenario because your co-host Kale is in Chicago and virtually present because I'm in Los Angeles having our first out-of-town guests. So let's get greeted because I cannot wait for you to meet this super cool human and his dog. Woo woo! Let's go.
Big man, little dog.
I do no longer need phone. Safety first.
Safety first.
Yes. And oh my God! Hi, Nala. Hi. Welcome to Puppy Patrol Show. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. I am so. Oh my God. Wow.
My baby.
Where did you learn that? That is impressive. This is the first Puppy Patrol episode that we are doing without Kale being present. He is a co-host of the show. But what is so unique about this episode is happening in Los Angeles and Kale is in Chicago.
Oh, that's right.
Right? So he's gonna be virtually present with us today, and he's gonna be so happy to learn everything about about Nala. Hi, Kale. Okay, can you please introduce yourself and your pup?
Well, I'm Nic Few. It's Nicfew, and this is Nala Gale.
Woo-woo!
Now, can I tell you the story quickly about how I got her? How this happened?
That's what I want.
Okay.
That would be my first question.
Okay, so because I think it's pretty funny. One of my really good friends had a dog. He had two dogs, and the dogs got together and mated. And he had a litter of puppies.
Oh.
And he said, "Hey man, I got like 7 or 8 puppies." And I was like, "Man, can I see him?" Because I wanted to see him.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Sure, come check him out." And I remember holding Nala because she was bigger than all the rest of them. She was what do you call the big puppy? There's the runt little one.
Oh, I don't know. You see, English is my third language, so I would know in my language, but not in English.
Okay, so how do you say the fat one where you're from?
I don't want to say that.
Nala was the big one, but she got all the nutrients. But ironically, he sold all of the other puppies.
Oh my God.
And he could not sell Nala. Now, I remember holding Nala in my hand like this.
What? People didn't want Nala.
Yeah, she was a teeny little hamster. And so he called me one day and he goes, "Nic, I cannot sell this dog." And I went, "Oh man, sorry about that." He was like, "Well, do you want to go with me to the pound?" And I was like, "Okay, I'll go to the pound." So we went to the pound. And you know when you walk into a pound, well, you may not know, but in the pound there are a bunch of animals that are in cages and they're I mean, it's really sad. So I walked in there and I went, "Are you really gonna leave the dog
there?" Oh no.
Yeah. And he was like, "Nic, I can't have any more dogs. This will be 3 dogs." I was like, "Man, I'll take the dog."
Oh.
And you know what he said to me? $300. $300. I was like, "What? Wait a minute.
Adoption fee. Adoption fee is the thing."
But I'll tell you what, Neiman, it was the best $300 I have ever spent. This little soul.
Oh, it's priceless.
She's like an angel.
Oh.
I feel like dogs are closest to angels that we have here on earth, and she has been an angel. She's traveled the world with me at every play I do, every theater thing I do, every TV on set. Nala's there, and she's just been a godsend. Like,
how long ago was that?
This was like 8, 9 years ago.
Oh wow! So how old is she now?
She's like 8 or 9. Because remember, you know what the good thing about Nala is also is that she knows her parents, so she can visit Her they live in Florida now, so she gets to go visit her mom, her actual puppy mom and dad.
Because the same person is still having them, right?
Yeah, the same one that charged me $300.
Hey, people pay some unreasonable amount of money for their dogs, but you technically adopting, like, you know, I'm like doing you a favor, I want to take your dog, and now you're gonna charge me for it. Yeah, but hey, adoption fee. Let's see it that way.
Right, she was well worth it though.
That is so great. So that would happen 8-9 years ago, right? She was a puppy when you got her.
Yep.
How did you decide that you want to go for the name Nala? It's so beautiful.
Well, honestly, I was working at an elementary school doing some after-school programs.
I did not know that.
Yeah, trying to inspire kids, and I let the class name her.
Aww.
Because I was like, what shall I name the dog? And I brought Nala to school, and I asked the children, I was like, what do you think would be a good name? And this one little girl went, Nala! And I went, yep, that's it. And she loves it. She knows it too.
Of course, and she looks like Nala. I was wondering, was it inspired by the Lion King or something like that? So like kids probably like had that in mind when that happened. And then you mentioned you travel a lot, like you are mostly a theater actor, right? And then that requires a lot of going places. How do you manage to take her with you? Like, does she travel well? Like how you deal with that? Like she flies with you.
Yeah, and she has, like she's loud, she has the best temperament. See how calm she is?
Of course, yeah.
And because I've been, you know, I trained her, and we've been backstage and stuff. She's learned to just be cool. She is the easiest travel companion. She's easier to travel with than human beings.
So wait, when you are on stage acting, like with a live audience in front of you, Nala, it's in the backstage.
She's right there. And sometimes she's in the audience.
Oh my goodness, who takes her to the audience?
Like, I can put her in her little bag on a seat, and she'll watch the show.
Oh my God. Yeah. I've seen you carrying her in like a dog carrier that and she would go with you places. Like, I remember she used to come to the restaurant and be so calm there and like wait for you and everything. But you seem to be very attached to her, right? Did you ever travel without her when it was absolutely necessary and you had to do? How was that for you?
Hard. It was horrible because I'm used to traveling with her. She's also a service animal.
Very good. So it can go with you, right? Yeah, it's the best.
And so
it's
traveling without her is
it's necessary. They all are. They all should be automatically service animals.
Have you noticed that when Kale is on a flight, that everybody around is calmer and nicer and more pleasant?
I would say so.
Yeah, when Nala is on a flight, the flight attendants are well, they're always pleasant. But
they're like, because like it brings the happiness to, of course.
And the people around just seem to be a little bit more calm and more loving. So she has that effect. I remember part of, you know, after we trained her pretty good, part of her therapy training is to, you know, when she senses people getting emotional or sad, or she feels a difference in their chemistry, she comforts them. One of the students was going through some traumatic family issues. I'm talking about horrible family issues, and she wouldn't speak. Nala was in that room with that baby for like maybe 20 minutes, and the little girl told everything, and we were able to help her.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. So you actually did like official training to like, And how was that experience? Were you the trainer or you had somebody else?
For me, the trainer. It was a lot. It was a lot of research. It was a lot of hours. Nala was literally attached to my hip for the first 2 years of her life. We probably were never separated. And every day we trained, every single day. But it was a joy, man, Because look at her now.
I know. And how was that first separation like? Was she sad without you, or like how does it work now if you have to leave for 2-3 days? Who takes care of her? Who supports you?
Tim, anybody that my close friends love her. But here's the thing. I think I may get on Nala's nerves a little bit because she's totally fine without me, I think.
Oh, like, so you are the one who has separation anxiety.
Yeah, it's me.
Yes, okay.
She's cool as a cucumber. She gets along with everybody else's dogs, everybody else's human. But for me, I'm like, Lord, the dog. Yeah, but she's made my life, because I don't know if I've ever told you about this. I was profiled when I was in college. And I had a traumatic incident happen with law enforcement.
What that means?
It means I was basically mistaken identity, and the policeman really gave it to me.
Oh, hard. Wow.
And so there was a little bit of PTSD behind that. And so I needed
you needed
help.
Support with that. Okay. Well, what I do is I tend to think that my dog is my child. What's your take on that?
I think so, because they're like, well, I don't know, I don't have any children, but they're a little soul that depends on you. And then you depend on them, and
absolutely. And my next question I cannot wait to ask you is, how much do you talk to her?
Oh, not only do I talk to her, she understands. Like full out conversations every single day.
Okay, so did you tell her today, hey Nala, this very handsome guy from Chicago is coming, and like we're just gonna go on his Puppy Patrol show? Like
exactly what I told her. Verbatim, word for word. No, yesterday I was like, okay Nala, we gotta take a bath and we gotta do some trimming up, because I cut her hair too.
Oh my God, you do?
Yeah, I do that.
Because I felt like the moment I hug her and touch her, she's so soft. Yeah. And I was like wondering, what do you do for grooming? Because, kisses, that's my favorite. You do this, like, so do you take her actually to the groomer, or like you always do it yourself?
I groom her. I do her nails, I cut her fur.
Are you serious? This is like professional work done. Like you could be doing, like, you see, another industry for you that you could be able to, make living out of.
Yeah.
That is amazing. So I love that you have a conversations with her. That is the best. And then another thing, like I don't know how much you have seen a little bit of my Puppy Patrol show that I started, but I ask every single guest. We have a lot of family members and things like that. And sometimes we spend more time with our dogs, and they are like our immediate family, right? So I ask people, do you think that you love Nala more than certain family members?
Yes. That's an easy question.
Okay, good.
I love her. If not more, equally as well.
More. She deserves all the love in the world because she's such a sweet dog. I wanted to ask you too, what is your life back before Nala with pets? Have you ever owned a pet before?
Yes, we always had a dog or growing up.
We, as a family, right? So not like you, my dog, like is the Nala first one that like you are 1000% in charge of?
Number 2. She's number 2.
Okay, so you had a dog before.
Yes.
Okay, how does one cope with the fact that dogs do not live as long as we do as humans? That's a hard question, but
I don't cope with it well at all. I dread that. The thought of it makes me very sad.
Yeah.
I love this little soul so much, and she shows so much love herself. Like one of the things that I kind of wish I hadn't done was gotten her neutered, because I wish I would have allowed in order to have babies and then have
I know, but do you think that helps her health, that helps her
That's
to
what they
live
say.
longer? Than I've done really long research before deciding to do that to my dog. Like, I just really think it's healthier for them. And also, you know, like, there's a huge problem with, you see what almost happened to her. She almost ended up being closed in some cages and stuff. Like, if she gets to have a baby, it's not gonna be one, it's gonna be 5, 6. What are you gonna do with other 5? What if they don't find the loving homes that they deserve, and all of those things? So I think that it's why it is extremely important that you have done that, and I'm glad you did. But I know how you feel, and definitely a rough decision to do, but it's like we want them to be happy and healthy, and I think that makes them live longer. I wanted also to take a second to comment, Nala has her own Instagram. How cool is that?
Yes, this is actually the second round. The first round, Nala had about 10,000 followers, and then I've deleted it.
Oh,
so
what happened? You were like, I don't want to do this anymore.
I felt some pressure to keep it going. And then I'm an actor myself. I was like, oh, Nala.
Like, I have my own profile and I have to take care of yours.
Exactly.
But then you clearly regret that decision, and you were like, okay, she needs Instagram again. Well, she's absolutely fabulous on her Instagram. I'm a follower, Nala, just so you know. And speaking of Instagram and Nala being absolutely fabulous on her Instagram, and I love it. Someone is getting Insta famous, TikTok famous. Videos are going viral. We are getting millions of views. What is going on?
I quit my other job and now I'm a content creator.
Very good. I was thinking, let us get this dude on a puppy patrol now before he's way too famous to participate.
Never that.
With
your family. I want
well, thank you so much. I cannot wait for people to learn Nala's story about how she almost went from the cage to $300 to you and became family member to now all of us. She's so loved and adored and wonderful dog, and she's also gonna live forever.
That's right, Nala.
Okay, that's what we need. Thank you so much for being on a Puppy Patrol show.
We love you.
And the next time I have a show that it's not focused on the dogs, we're gonna talk about all the fun things that you do, because I'm a huge fan.
Sounds like a plan.
Woo!
I'm a fan too.
Okay.
I can't wait to come to Chicago and get some kale.
Bye, everyone.